Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to you. You are still watching Encounter, and on the program today, we have a second episode with Brahmachari Vighnesh from Chinmaya Mission. Brahmachari, thank you very much for still being with us in the studios of the MBC, and thank you for giving us your time.
Yes.
And how you say Hari Om?
Hari Om.
What is the meaning of Hari Om? Is that a way of greeting one another?
When you say hello,
Yeah?
what does it mean? It's just an
Hi.
expression
Yeah?
of joy,
Yes?
that's all. Doesn't go beyond that. But when I say Hari Om, every moment, the moment I say Hari Om, I have a couple of things going in my mind. It reminds me, any object or anything which I do in this world should keep reminding me of my purpose in life, which we were talking before also.
Yes.
So here, when I say Hari Om, it is also a greeting, but there are two words in this Hari Om, Hari and Home. Harihi is the name of Lord Mahavishnu, but at the same time, it has a deeper meaning to it. Hari means a destroyer of enemies.
Okay.
Enemies, the moment we think, yeah, the next neighbor or that fellow who is a colleague, those enemies are fine, okay.
Enemies not necessarily in terms of people. Enemies are also obstacles that we encounter in life, also problem. I'm asking.
Enemies need not be obstacles. Obstacles sometimes are the best way to grow up also in life.
100%. 100%.
So here enemies are those ideas or notions which are diverting my path to the truth.
Of course.
So who are these? Anger, desire, vanity, pride.
All the sins.
So all these things are the enemies which are present right inside me. So the moment I say Hari, I remember the Lord. Second, I remember that there are enemies within me which I need to destroy. So I invoke that Hari to destroy the enemy in my heart.
Okay.
And I also try to do something to channelize it in the right way. And what is this Om? And we all know Om. Om is the supreme truth which we need to go. So one thing is I drop the negative and catch the positive and go towards my life purpose. So whenever I say hello, it's just a hello, a joy.
Okay.
But when I say Hari Om, I remember that I need to destroy my negative to reach my goal. So this is why we keep reminding every moment of our life.
You mentioned that you say it because you have to keep yourself, you remind yourself about not to divert away from the path of the truth. I wanted to ask you that there are many practices that we do. Sometimes it's very hard to marry between science and spirituality and discipline. There are many things that we do. There are many rituals that we do. There are sometimes prayers that we do or chantings that we do. People say, many people ask questions why we do them. And most of the time, I will say parents, they say this is how we learnt it. But I'm not blaming parents, but they have not learnt the real reason, I would say the science behind it. Because behind everything that we learn or we say or speak or chant, there's a logic behind it. And there's a science which can you explain, especially to the younger generation watching us at home, they will most probably find this very interesting, how you find the connection between the rituals that we do and why we do it.
Only when you think you will question, what is the logic behind our rituals?
Okay. Before you answer this question, allow me to just share a bit about the logic behind rituals. As I've grown, my grandmother would always say, light a lamp morning, sunrise and sunset at the Hanuman for the prayers, light a diya, sandals. But I always ask, why do we have to light up a diya? Does God need light? But then after reading, I realized that the act of lighting up a fire and then lighting up a diya is also at the same time to ask the higher ones, as I'm lighting up this oil and thread to burn as a lamp, may the higher ones also enlighten my knowledge in the same way so that I become enlightened and find my way in this darkness.
Correct.
That's one of the interpretations.
Correct.
Or another interpretation is, why do we ring a bell before going into a mandir? Is because the bell needs to have a specific vibration, which is equal to Om, or the vibration of the universe.
Correct.
So that before you go into a mandir, any negativity that you have inside of you, and when you ring it and you're standing under the bell,
Correct.
the vibration goes down to you, and most probably you will be leaving anything behind before entering the mandir. So there are many logic and science that are attached to our rituals. So I just wanted to bring this forward in terms of the direction we're going, and have the viewers not question, but just be more inquisitive. And maybe before you answer it, let's have a look at the following report, where we'll be looking more at rituals that exist in the Hindu methodology, and probably why they happen. And right after that, we'll listen to why is it so important that we keep those traditions. Why should one light a lamp for worship? Till the discovery of fire, man was leading a life equal to animals and their lower forms. With the discovery of life, mankind proceeded on a journey to fulfill his destiny. Fire is hence considered as the foremost messenger of God, the supreme mode of communion with God. To mark the importance of the divine presence in every household, a lamp or two is lit in front of the altar of the Lord. Most of the houses have the habit of lighting the lamp twice a day, and in a few it is maintained continuously. Lighting ghee lamps during the ritualistic worship or during meditation helps us achieve a sense of godliness and warm presence of divinity. The aroma from the burning of ghee too contributes to achieve meditative trance. Light serves as a great comforting part in one's life. The light which throws open knowledge of the world is representative of the Supreme Lord. The darkness which is always associated with ignorance is rid of by the lamp, signifying the supreme knowledge principle. How does a traditional lamp differ from modern version of bulbs? Well, the tranquility which fills the mind after seeing the flame leaping upwards inspires us to go towards higher consciousness. Ladies and gentlemen, you're still watching Encounter, and Brahmachari Vighnesh is still with us in the studio. So rituals and science, and why it is important to keep up with those traditions. Maybe share a bit of your insights, and you have read a lot of the ancient texts.
I'm very happy that you are sharing your views also on what is the rituals all about and their science behind it. Let me ask a question. What is science?
Broad science is what we have observed and learnt and discovered over time.
It is an observation.
Yes.
It is an analysis. And then you start creating a theory and a perception and an hypothesis based on your observation and analysis.
Tangible observation and tangible analysis, yes.
What we are talking about is also a science. The scriptural science, we say. There are two parts to it, objective science and subjective science. The objective science is observing the world and trying to find some sense in it and trying to be part of that world and trying to make the best out of it. So you start observing what is happening around you and trying to fit yourself into it and trying to enhance your experiences in the field. This is tangible science. They're trying to find out what is the nature of this creation, how is this creation coming up, what is this force, what is this gravity, what is life, how is it propelling our life. This is what they are trying to observe. Same thing our Vedas also speak. We also speak about creation, we also speak about sustenance, and it is all given by only observation and analysis, and not only analysis, experimentation also. So they have observed, analyzed, experimented, given a set of rules and regulations. This is how it is, and you can take it forward. So this is one part of it. Science and spirituality are not too different. Science is objective science, and spirituality is subjective science. It talks about more of spirit. So there is two parts in this world. There is world and me.
Okay.
We are only studying about the world. So what are we supposed to do? Or how do I know about how I fit in here? So if I know myself, then I fit into this world. how and why and what should I be doing here. So our Vedas and the scriptures talk about objective science and subjective science, both. If you see Vedas, they have different parts in the Vedas. There is Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda, and Jnana Kanda. Karma Kanda is the ritual part. Upasana Kanda is the practice part. Jnana Kanda is the questioning part. Why and how and what am I doing here? What is the purpose?
This is what we discussed in the first episode a bit.
Yes.
Asking the right questions.
Yeah. So the point is, science we are saying, Albert Einstein says, where science stops, religion starts. So the point is, every scientist is a spiritual person because he's trying to observe and find something which a normal eyes or the body cannot feel or see.
Yes.
A spiritual master also tries to observe the world and understands there is something deeper beyond it. Created is there. Who is the creator? And the scientist also says, created is there. What is that which is propelling the creation? And how is this creation? What is this creation? I'm trying to decode the created.
Okay.
And trying, the spiritual master is not only understanding the created, but is trying to decode the creator as well, which it becomes complete knowledge.
Okay.
So there is no kind of a conflict in it also. A Vedantic master or a scriptural master or an ancient seer did not have any problem with the world. He saw the world and he also understood the creator and the purpose of it. So he could fit in his purpose in it.
Okay.
But if my mind is only talking about the world only and not thinking about the creator aspect of it, there is conflict.
Okay.
Where am I? Who is this and what is this? There's conflict. So there cannot be a conflict in science and spirituality because both are looking at something beyond what is seen, from tangible to the intangible. And these rituals, what we are talking about, is a practice which is helping to see the intangible through the tangible.
Okay. Okay.
So when I'm doing an action, I'm not just doing an action, I'm doing that action for what purposes? To connect to that intangible.
But also there's a part of a conscious action which brings to an empowered initiative.
Obviously. Yes. For example, you're doing a puja or doing a prayer in a mass or in whichever field of devotion you are.
Yes.
When you're going there, you observe what is there in that location.
Yes.
You'll observe signs of inspiration. You will signs of harmony, signs of love there. The moment you enter a place of worship, your mind comes out of the materialism, so much of chaos, focus onto the altar or to the direction of the altar. So focus comes into play.
It calms your mind down also.
For a spiritual person, the place of worship is as important because both is helping him to synergize his system. Once everything is synergized, you connect with the divine.
So you're not praying passively, you're praying actively?
Yeah, because you are also doing something there.
Okay, okay.
So when you're doing for example, in Hindu culture, when you're doing, we light incense sticks, which is an aroma, which smells, goes to effect. You do actions, which again synergizes to that place. You watch things which are very, very divine.
Music playing also gets to you. Okay.
So all the organs are connected to the divinity. So the ritual part is very active way of connecting to the divine. Meditation part is actively, insidely you are connecting to the divine.
I have to ask you, do you meditate?
Of course, right now.
Can you share what's your definition of meditation?
There are multiple definitions.
But you mentioned right now. Are you meditating right now?
Of course.
Open eye meditation?
It's not about the posture. It's about where the mind is. If your mind is in the place where it is there, then that's meditation. Because you are being yourself. When you are yourself, for me right now, there is no role and responsibility and nothing is in my mind right now. I am with you. Okay. And what I'm talking is coming right from inside. I'm not involved in it. It's just flowing from the inside. So when you are there present, in the present, it's meditation, because there is no you there.
But there's a lot of noise in the head. So how would you advise someone to be able to achieve this state of mind in terms of just being in the moment? They say a lot of mindfulness, being present, and is it the same thing?
It's all part of it,
Okay.
but you need to practice. A lot of practice is involved. Like, how do I bring the chatter and the clutter of the mind to the present? I respect you. I value you and value the people who are looking at me. The moment love, respect, and value comes to the place where you are in, you stop all other things.
Okay.
You are here. Because for me, right now, this is important. When you consider what you're doing right now is important, you bring everything to the place where you are. Other things go off. So wherever you are, whatever you are, you should be in a place of love and respect.
You're from, I'll repeat that again, you're from Chinmaya Mission, which is located in Bobasa. There are many courses that are on offer there. Can you tell me briefly what does the Chinmaya Mission do, especially to our viewers?
Chinmaya Mission basically works at the cause and effect level. The cause and effect. Effect is, we are going through a lot of change and lot of activity around. According to our nature, we choose the field of our liking and live in this life.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm walking in this path of the ones which I've chosen, how do I do? What do I do? So Chinmaya Mission helps in that also. When there is some things which has to enhance in the world, we support.
Okay.
Wherever there is necessary of service. For example, we do drug awareness program. So when there is a challenge in the society, when there is a need in the society, that society is nothing but an effect of my mind. So when there is a need, we go and try to support that need by whatever expertise we can. It could be in the form of sharing of knowledge. It could be in the form of sharing things around. It could be in the form of guiding. It could be in the form of, like, for example, during tsunami, we helped giving boats and building houses for them, books for them, support in the trauma.
And it's open to everyone?
No caste, creed, religion.
Okay.
Chinmaya Mission doesn't believe in that. We believe in that one universal love.
What is your perception about the law, discipline, and spirituality?
You can't separate. Can you separate justice from law? Can you
It's
separate
righteousness, right?
law? Law is what? What is law? There are rules, certain code of conduct which society has to follow. Law and order, we say.
Law and order, we do say.
So the law and order. Law creates order. The spirit of the law creates the order.
Okay.
We should know what is the spirit of the law.
Yes.
For example,
It's derived from well-being and the wellness of the population, I'm guessing. Yes. That's the whole aim of it.
It always functions for that, right?
Yes.
Protecting somebody. The law gives fundamental rights to the people, fundamental right of existence, coexistence, happiness and equal opportunities for you to live, and protect you from anything negative for that part of your emotion. So what is this law? The same thing spirituality also says, gives you purpose and existence and protects you from your existence in your life. And discipline helps you to follow that order. Law can be there. If there's no discipline, how can you follow the order? How will there be order if there's no discipline? For example, you're going on the car. I see so much of beauty in the people of Mauritius following the line. Like when your signal is there, you just stop. You allow the other person to move. I really appreciate that part of it. The order, the law is there. You should follow the signal.
Yes.
Respect for the law, that value. If it is not there, you will not follow the law. That's why we see a lot of things are happening negative also.
Okay.
So law, discipline, and spirituality. Spirituality means following law and discipline and order. If you are spiritual, you will follow it better.
What is next for you in Mauritius? What is the aim? Is try to share as much your knowledge of the teachings that you have received?
Right now, I'm here for a short period of time. In this short period of time, what right now I am doing is like meeting people right now, understanding this culture, because Mauritius is a very beautiful place of coexistence of multiple cultures here. So even in India, back in India, we also have multiple cultures living in India.
Yes.
But here it's a little different as well. So trying to understand in which way I can be a part of this culture, and what I can learn from this culture, and also what can I contribute to this culture in such a way that there is a peace and harmony and growth and love and joy, and then progressive growth at all levels, materialistic progress as well as internal progress. It's not just progress, spiritual progress alone. Spirituality is all inclusive. So there should be a materialistic growth as well as a spiritual growth. So in what way I can be a part of this? I'm ready and open for anything as such if it goes this way. And right now we are planning to conduct some sessions for school children, college, and planning sessions for parents, parenting on parenting, and young adults wanting to get married, but should I not? Or is marriage necessary for me?
Oh, wow. Very interesting topics.
So what is marriage? So maybe discussions on that, and maybe about certain distractions which are happening in the society, like for example drug awareness programs. We would like to address that as well, because that's become major problem, not here, everywhere in the world.
100%.
And so we would like to address all those areas and
right.
do the trainers training program to create more leaders in the society with the right vision, with the heart for the society, service as motive. Would like to do some empowerment programs for the youth.
Fantastic.
But how, where, how, when, it depends upon the people who come and approach us. We would be very happy to do that.
Oh, well, thank you very much for doing what you do, and it's very commendable for you to stick to your life mission of helping the world to be a better place. And I thank you very much for this.
Happy to be with you.
And thank you for your time here also in the MBC. And we've had 2 episodes.
I know, and it went by like that.
And it still doesn't feel enough. I have a feeling
yes.
we might meet again. But it's always a pleasure to receive people from the Chinmaya mission on Encounter, and keep up the good work.
Yes, our Swamiji is there, is Swami Pranavananji, a senior person guiding constantly the local public for over 40 years. He has done great work to the society, and I'm also learning a lot from him. So in this way, how we all keep learning and growing that way. And here also, when you're talking about chess, I also got a different perspective from you. So it was very interesting.
Oh,
so
wow.
when you're open for learning, it keeps on enhancing your knowledge and enhances your life as well.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of this episode of Encounter. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have. If you have any queries or questions or any suggestions, drop an email. It's encounter@mbc.itnet.mu. Until the very next program, goodbye.